Alrighty, let's get started. Oh yeah. So we're going to be working on text rendering. So where we left off, it was crap, and it's still a little bit crap. See, I expected that to show some text, but it's not showing anything now. Let's try it again. Oh my God, it shows us something. You can kind of make it out. Not really. Okay, so it's crap. Let's fix it. So the issue seems to be that we are uploading. See, we can actually do subpixel rendering. So if I change this to a 3, that'll mean that it's creating a texture atlas, which is going to store all our glyphs. So it's going to store an H and E. When we write hello world, it's going to store HELLO, but only one L, right? So it can render the L multiple times. That's no problem. So what we're going to do is that's really all we need, except we just need to make sure that we're rendering to a OpenGL texture with 3 components. So just like that. So now we'll be copying over this data. And now the last thing we have to do is just go into the shader. Uh, go into the shader, and instead of using the R component, use the entire component. And that should really do it. So if I run this, we should see text. It's going to be a weird color. Oh, whoops, not a float, a vec4, I believe. There we go. So okay, so we got Halo Sailor, and that's actually that's rendered with LCD. What's it called? Aliasing. So or anti-aliasing. So what that means is it's the same way I believe clear text works on Windows. The idea is that not pixels, but colors in the pixel on the monitor are filled in order to make it even a higher quality. So around the edges, it might fill in a red on one edge pixel so that, from a distance, you don't see the red, you just see that pixel and it just combines. Looks very nice. As you can see, it is very clear text. And if we were to zoom in on the texture, we would see colors. But we don't want that. We just want uh, we're okay with gray anti-aliasing. It would be intensity. It's giving us intensity. It's not giving us something else. So hold on 1 minute. All right, we're back. So we want gray anti-aliasing because we want that transparency because you can't actually get that transparency as it is um, unless you have an alpha per component, which I don't even know if that's supported by OpenGL. So we're not going to worry about that because it's really not all that necessary. We're not making a word processor or some other thing where the quality of the text is very important. We just want to show it up in different colors. We want to be able to make those effects, and the best way to do that is to use gray anti-aliasing. So let's check the chat. Nope. So we have a texture atlas with a depth of 1, and now we should have a foreground color and a background color. The only problem is, here's the thing. When I use an alpha texture, which is a one component texture, it fills in the alpha for the color. We can do this. So we just look at the alpha component and we make this a float. Then we run this and it works well, believe it or not. So there it is, perfectly transparent. So that is an issue because if we use a red texture, we get nonsense. So I just want to see what's going on here. So it looks like the internal format needs to be red. Maybe that's why. Maybe the R8 can't be an internal format. Or rather R8. Let's see if this first part has any meaning when you do the GL text image 2D. Because I have this format always GL RGBA. So this says if the first element corresponds to the lower left, format determines the composition of each element in data. If application wants to as certain, it can request the resolution with internal format. So depending on the sized internal format, so the base internal format would be red. So we want to specify that. So we can also do this. Oh, we can say GL compressed red. So as one of the general, then it will put the symbolic constant for specific. I'm just wondering if, let's see, if format is an internal format is not. So let's just for lols here, let's just try using the R value. Let's go back to what we had before. We'll use R8 and we want to copy red data. Um, we don't have this additional texture format, so let's just use R8. That might be what's happening is that it's not properly copying because we're telling it we're giving it R8 data, but it just wants red. See, it messes up. So let's add format red and we'll make it return GL red. So this is to GL texture format. So this would be the format of the data we're passing in. So in that case, we would want red. But for internal format, actually, there's no distinguishing that in this engine, I guess. So yeah, it doesn't look like it. So we're going to just add that then to what we can do is we can go to texture format and we can go to definition here, declaration. And we'll add the red format here, just like that. And now it should support it just fine. Because now we've disambiguated these. So now we can, well, that actually, this should be equivalent now. It's going to compile and run this. This should be absolutely the same. Hey, absolutely the same. I think it affected how I say that, so that wasn't totally a coincidence. See if we got any comments. Yeah, we don't. That's okay. All right, so if I'm just going to quickly go into 1080p here. Yeah, this looks okay. Could be worse. It could be better, but what do we got here? 83%. Because this will probably fail also. It'll continue to fail here. But then we're going to see what happens when we do. Okay, so it failed. So now let's change this to red. And if that doesn't work, we will specify, we will use the, I'll show you what we'll do. Aha, so that works. So it looks like we just can't give it a sized format. It's possible that this entire thing is failing, so it's just giving it random bits. That could be what's happening. So let's see if this error is coming up. If we, well, actually, let's see if the error is supposed to be generated if we look at the documentation. So we want, oh, so the following symbolic values are accepted. So it doesn't actually accept R8. So I I don't like that in the end. Um, I don't like that I have to think about this. So I'm just gonna, for now, I'll put a little comment. Where was I? Where's the implementation for this? Texture format? No. It's here, right? Oh, and texture CPP. Okay. No. To GL texture format. Oh, GL common. Okay. So instead of ambiguing this, let's do a, because none of these are sized formats except this one. So actually, let's see if that's accepted. No, it's not, because you would put the type here. You would say GL float, which is accepted right there. Because what this does is it reallocates the texture, I believe. So what if we do GL text image GL sub, was it text sub image? Yeah. Now this does not accept internal format. So it looks like our code was specifying the correct internal format, but copying the data incorrectly. So this is how it should be. This is how it should be. So what we're going to do is, for now, we really don't have a reason to store it like this. So I'm going to replace R8 with red in favor of red. So how about we'll undo this. We'll keep that the way it is. We'll go to the declaration. We'll get rid of red here. So everything should compile if we do it like this. And then I'm going to run a refactor through CL lines so I don't miss any occurrences and we don't get strange compile errors. Well, they won't be strange, they'll just be tedious to fix. Ah, that was actually good. Now it's very clear because it just doesn't accept a sized format. And really, why would it? I mean, if it said an R8 or an R16, it really didn't matter because the format of the data is specified with the next parameter. I'm telling you it's an unsigned byte, so why should I have to say it here? So, that's good. That's probably the fault of, well, that is my own fault. But you could also fault the engine design, which is my fault, but indirectly. Streaming for one person. All right, so here we go. So this looks like it compiles. So all right, so let's just go right ahead and do the refactor. Looks good. Let's have a little drawing that I'll use for when I'm not at the stream. Question granted, Officer Fermi. Let's go. We got Navy in here. All right, let me turn you up. I'm streaming Navy. You can entertain the viewers while I use the bathroom. Hold on. You're not turned up yet. Okay.
Oh. Hello, my name Robert. I am future sailor Fromi. I will be joining the United States Navy as a nuclear program specialist, I guess. I will be going to boot camp in November. It's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Boys, did you even leave?
No. I
Oh,
want to make sure they can hear
I
you
will
right.
be going to boot camp in November.
Damn it.
It's gonna be pretty cool.
I just
Yeah, I
gave
think
them
so.
my life story for no reason.
Yeah. Boys, did you
What
even
you
leave?
working on?
No. I
Oh,
want to make sure. I'm working on the text rendering.
Again?
Yeah, still doesn't work.
I
Oh,
gave you a boat.
well, I'm working on that, or I will.
I'm just messing with you. Don't
I
worry
know.
about it.
It's all right. I'll get to it. All right. Now this is gonna work. Now I'm gonna use the bathroom while this compiles.
Okay.
Except it just fucking compiled and it works. I can pee in peace, I guess. Okay, we'll cut that out.
I'm going to work on my boat while you guys look at a compiling screen. You
Okay.
told me to entertain them, but I wasn't sure how to entertain them, so I sat here quietly.
Wow, I gave you one job.
I don't know who's watching, so to be
I think
fair,
it's Revy.
it's just Revy.
Just Revy.
I'm not worried about just Revy then. He can entertain himself.
Yeah,
He's brave. He's a big boy.
he can. He definitely entertained himself. And no, we should be able to entertain him with our stupid channel.
It's not stupid, okay? It's just not all the way there yet.
It's totally stupid. But we have 6 subscribers already. That's not half bad.
How many of them are your friends, voice?
I don't know. No, 2 of them are you. One of them is me. One of them is Revy. So far, we got 0 viewers at the moment.
Awesome.
How come we got so many viewers so quickly on Twitch and we were such amateurs and now we can't do it if we tried?
That's because the particular category we were going for on Twitch was really low um, viewer
Yeah, well,
viewer viewer count, so it was relatively easy to pick up new people. Don't be discouraged. We just need to like start advertising the channel elsewhere.
I put a post on Facebook and I put a thing on Twitter.
Who follows you on Twitter?
I have
That's like
39 I thought I had more followers than that. I guess 39 people. Meanwhile, I'm following 200 something people.
See, I don't get into Twitter like that, so
Okay, so we have some stupid text. Now it's just a matter of. Hold on. Hey, it works.
like I got my tuxedo all taken care of. We're going out tonight. Gonna have a productive Monday,
What are you
which
doing
is
tonight?
something. Going bowling.
With whom?
Girlfriend and friends couple.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why do you need a tuxedo?
I don't need a tuxedo for tonight. I need a tuxedo for prom.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to that. Have you found a date yet?
No.
You
But I
looking?
got transparency to work.
I love you, voice.
So much better than that. So
Voice,
okay. Yeah,
I'd take you to prom.
thanks. Me too. I would take me to prom.
Are you even gonna go to prom if you don't find anyone?
Yeah, I will.
Oh,
So
you'll dance with someone.
I,
I have
I I
faith.
should totally do like a slow dance, like a the waltz where you have the arms, and I should just do it like in the air, like
What the fuck are you
right in the
talking
middle
about?
of the friggin'. I'll win prom king and queen myself. Me and me.
Voice, you creep me out sometimes too.
This is hilarious. See, we have a funny stream and no one wants to see it. Ah! Can I be like let's see if there's a Reddit subreddit devoted to streaming now live, maybe live. I'll just search live. Reddit live from New York. It's Saturday night. Uh Battlefield Live. Programming, live programming. Um I might get people if there's this website called livecoding.tv, but I don't really think it's all that great. Um, and there are a lot of people.
Like a lot of people.
Yeah.
You said yeah, no.
Like, well, I mean, like, there's a lot of there's like there's no guarantee we get any more viewers than not. Look, watch a premium live on demand. Okay, game development. Uh, somebody's what? Oh, these are premium projects. There's 400 pages, 30,000 viewers on this one game. Let's see what this guy's.
See what this guy's trying to sell.
What are you trying to sell me? Oh, he's not live right now. Oh, so who is live right now? This doesn't make any sense.
Live from New York, it's Saturday night. Oh!
All right.
All right, what I just did to my model there is completely ass. I'm just gonna fucking kill myself. Bye, voice. It's been a nice life.
Oh
Bye.
my god.
Dude, I can't win with making models, dude. I suck. I just suck. It's the end of the thing. I suck at Blender.
It's okay. We all suck. I suck at C++. Yet I still do
Uh,
it.
yeah, but you've been doing it for so long. I just say I'm a moodler, but I only moodle like on occasion. You like code every day.
Well, is there any chance of doing it every day, modeling? Because you'll probably
Yeah,
get a
but
lot better if you did it every day.
yeah, but boys, we're talking about Navy. When have I ever dedicated myself to anything?
I don't know. How many
That's the
You
best part
answer
about the
that, mate.
Navy is the fact that I only have to be dedicated for 6 years, and then I can choose to resign or no.
You can what?
I can choose to re-sign with the Navy or not. I can just leave. Bye, bye Navy.
After how many years?
6.
Um, oh, so you're saying that it's not
Well,
really a
technically,
commitment? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
well, no, it's a commitment for me, just because I've always wanted to be a sailor. But
But it's not really a life commitment, you're saying.
no, not by any means. Like, am I stuck to it? You know.
Yeah.
Oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Live from New York. It's Saturday night.
I mean, I guess you really just have to have high quality videos that attract people.
Well, did you see how many views my Blender got?
Yeah, I
I think
know, a ton
it's
more
the
than my shit.
it's the title, bro. It's how you word it. I'm telling you, it's wording
Well,
that gets you.
what's a better way to word what I'm doing? Because I think less people are searching for it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. How the fuck did you get 18 views? Actually, like, what? Were those
And I did
18 people? Come back. Why did they subscribe? Uh,
probably because I sucked.
they were like sitting back in their chair. Oh, well, would you? Well, I never seen such topology.
Yeah,
That was
working
that was
on
Henry.
tech.
That was Henry.
Um, I'd say how to code text rendering in a custom game engine. Even
How
though it's not
to?
how, even though it's not how to, how tos are more likely to get
All
searched.
right. All right. So we'll change next time I stream. I'll make it a how-to.
I think with anything, if you do it every day, you get better at it, and you'll get better at it, and you'll get better at it. Like me trying to run this PRT. Like I didn't even run the PRT today because like, oh, I didn't feel like it.
PRT, what's
Uh,
that?
that's where you got to run the mile and a half in 11 minutes and do 60 push-ups in 2 minutes and just fucking physical exercise. But I decided that the best way to probably train for it is to just keep running it every day until I pass.
Yeah.
And it'll also probably help me lose weight too, somewhere in the line. The best way to lose weight is diet, but dieting ain't always easy.
Yep.
Sometimes you just gotta eat some food.
You know what I was thinking also to get a webcam? Be
I
more
thought you already had a
engaging.
webcam.
No, I do not.
Oh. You've totally streamed yourself before, like your face. I know you have. Don't lie.
It must have been way back on the iMac when I had the webcam at
Hmm.
the top.
I legit have. I think my friend's old dog died, and she got a new dog.
Where are your keys?
Why?
Well, you can either drive your sister up to Walmart to get me instant mashed potatoes, or you can give me the keys so I can do it.
Seems like a fair trade. No more chocolate in my car.
Oh, I'm gonna put a big piece of chocolate and I'm gonna hide it. So you'll smell it, but you'll never ever find it.
That's good enough to kill over. I'll shoot you. Don't act like I fucking won't.
Oh my god.
Oh, I know I fucking will. Act like I won't shoot her ass. Oh, I'd fucking shoot her ass in a second.
Oh my god.
Bayville, New York. The hell's Bayville, New York?
Where do you see that?
On Andrew's Snapchat.
That's where he lives.
And- Don't you guys all go to the same school?
Yeah, but it actually is for a bunch of towns surrounding it. I live in that town, but
Oh.
he does not. He lives right next to it. Not texture atlas, text buffer. Vertex attribute, vertex buffer. What the hell am I looking? I hate this library because all of the files feel like I just seem the same. I can't wrap my head around all of them. Okay, texture, no, vertex buffer, no, no, .h. Indices, no, all right. Let's go to the original project here and look at the issues. Let's see.
Do you have crayons on Snapchat?
I do not know.
Oh. He's been posting a lot of pictures from his school because he's been going to aviation school
Wow.
for mechanical aviation. But you want to hear something really dumb?
What?
He's spending a lot of money on that to do basically what he could have enlisted in the Canadian Air Force to do. So I don't understand because like you can't tell me Justin isn't like physically fit because like if you've seen pictures of him, there's no way that kid doesn't like because he plays soccer too. So you can't tell me that he's not fucking fit. So you can't tell me it's a fitness thing why he didn't join. And it's not like Canada is going to war anytime soon, so you can't tell me it's a pussy ass reason why he didn't join. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I get it that not the military is not for everyone and all, but like, free education to get trained on stuff like that. Like working on airplanes. If that's what you want to do, why wouldn't you join the military? At least the United States military. If you wanted to work on airplanes for a living, why would you not join the military first and get all the training for free? I don't get it.
I don't know. my cousin was in the Navy.
Mhm.
For he ended up learning programming. I don't know if he learned programming through the Navy, but he worked as a programmer in the Navy.
Mhm.
He ended up getting an honorable discharge though because he was allergic to like the first of all he was miserable. He said because he was in the Northeast and it was just incredibly cold. Um,
I don't got to worry about that. So.
yeah. And then he said, but he was allergic to the shit that they had in the blankets, I think, of all things. So that's why I got the honorable discharge because of these
What?
blankets.
Why would I get the cold thing, and it was just you. It sucks to be where he was stationed, but he could have gotten stationed somewhere else. Double that. Why didn't he just bring his own blanket? The Navy's not going to stop him from bringing his own blanket. People bring their own blankets all the time. They bring quilts and shit because the fucking Navy issued blankets are fucking thin as shit and it's cold on the boat.
He was probably miserable, used it as an excuse.
Yeah.
Well, that was
Freezing.
always my understanding of
I'll
the
no, I'll
military.
give him. I'll give him that. Being stationed in the Northeast, on top of that, those boats are cold, dude. They don't have like they have AC. That's it. They don't have heat.
Well,
That's and AC is only in computer rooms, i.e., the bridge, the what's it called? The advanced warfare room, basically where all the FCs go and they sit in there and launch missiles and shit. That's all a computer room in the center of the ship. Ooh, I was thinking about that for the game, by the way. I obviously want missiles to be a big part of the game because that's what modern boats rely on the most for combat is missiles and tomahawks. Are you thinking like just tell me how these two options sound and which one would be more engaging for like gameplay? One, making it so you like open up a map when you go to launch a missile, and then you like click on the map where you want the missile to go, and the missile kind of like launches off your boat and goes to that spot. Or maybe you have like a periscope or something, and then you like hold your crosshair on that person's boat, and it's like a laser guided. Like you'll laser guide that missile in.
hmm.
Which one sounds more
What
like
was the first
inter-
one again?
the first one is like where you open up a map and then you like click on the map where you want the missile to go. And then you hit like launch and it'd be like battleship.
Hmm.
The missile will go. But obviously you can miss because then the boats would be moving.
I don't know. I mean, I suppose we could do both.
Could do both, couldn't we? We could. We could have different kinds of missiles. Like you can choose what kind of missiles you put in, like laser guided missiles, or you can do like fire and forget missiles. And you can like choose between different kinds of missiles. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And then you only get like a limited amount of missiles per game. Like whatever missiles you go into the battle with is what you leave the battle, or is what you get to use. And then of course you have the cannon on the front, and that's what you'd use for like just shooting other people's boats, like trying to take out like stuff. What are you gonna say, voice? You sound like you're getting ready
No,
to
I
start
wasn't gonna
something.
say anything.
Fine then, be that way. Care. All right, I think my dinner's done, so I'm gonna go eat dinner.
Okay.
And I'll probably just go to bowling after that. So I'll be back later tonight if you're still around.
All right. Maybe. I have a test tomorrow early, so
Okay.
I might not be.
Is this your last test?
No, I have one tomorrow and then one last one Thursday.
And then after that, we'll be good to like start working on the game a little bit.
Yes.
All right, we can do that. I'll continue working on the boat then.
Cool.
All right, I'll talk to you later, man.
See you.
See
All right. Let's see if we got any of them comments. Here we go, boys. Yay! It's huzzah! Hooray! Yay! When did he write that comment? 6:13. Oh my God, minutes ago. Dozens of minutes ago. Okay. All right, so his volume is down. Now I can listen to music again. And okay. We're going good. Okay, so this way now it'll only upload the data. So we're going to allocate it, but we have to blit it potentially many different times. So let's do that. And then in here we can say if the cached nodes, so what we want to do, oh shoot, I lost that. There we go. Hello.
How's it going?
How is it going? It's going well, Huzzah. It's going very well. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. So,
So the change to YouTube, what's the at least for live streaming?
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
It's easier to upload the stuff to YouTube right away like this.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think the
Fuck!
goal,
Oh my God! What do you? This is like this stuff is scary. Like, what is this? What kind of website is that? They hack the thing. What is this? I don't know. What is this?
it's very
Damn.
strange. It's very strange.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know about YouTube. I mean, we got lucky with Twitch. The game development section was so low, was so small. Um, we managed to get people. And now it's like it's so hard because there's a lot more live streamers just in general. And YouTube isn't as developed. But Twitch is just as hard now that they have the creative section, you know?
This is what messed up the programming like viewership. I think.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like hidden
What's your
now.
mentality
Like
of
it's
just
I
being
don't
as
know
versatile as you
what's
were
wrong
with
with
that?
it. It's just
Well played to my opponents, and I kind of just wanted
like
to
it's
show
not
off what I
as
have.
easy as before. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Yeah. Like, okay, what is this? Uh, you have a Twitch game devs, community on Reddit, and community Discord.
There's game dev. There's programming. Maybe do you do a programming or game dev?
Um, I would consider this game development.
But the last time you did you do it game dev or programming? I think you did
Bef-
programming.
I don't remember.
I think
But it was a very small section, basically, I found.
okay. I think it's programming. Programming has less streamers. I think. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. This is
It does look like they have communities.
this is. I mean, you could stream and to both websites at the same time, right? So
I
you could do that.
I could try. I think I wouldn't be totally opposed to going back to Twitch because, you know, we still have the
Okay,
vein
it's
of my
gone.
Redcrane account. It's got
Gene
a lot of
Doffing, these Vikings.
subscribers.
Exactly, you need that. So you still, I mean, you could stream to both at the same time. I'm not sure how much.
I mean, I
Like
definitely have the
is that feasible?
network for it.
Okay.
I don't know
Okay.
if let's see if OBS streaming multiple sites. That would be useful. Not currently unless you use the method floating through. Oh. Interesting. They use Nginx. Oh.
What the hell is that?
Nginx is a HTTP server. but apparently you
Oh.
can set it up to uh, just forward the data to multiple. That's really neat. Okay, so it could be done, and I do think I have the upload for it. That might be the way to go because
Okay.
um, that might be the way to go because I think the idea here, the thing that we're going for is we want to get 10,000 views so we can monetize. Um, we want to just bang out lots of videos and we want to get a community surrounding this game again. Um, you know what I did too is I asked Null, I decided I don't actually want his code. So I lowered the offer to 300, I mean to 200, and I said I just want the logo.
Okay.
So I
Which wait,
emailed him.
which code he has? The website code?
Yeah, that's the only thing he wrote.
Okay.
Because it's not great and it's not necessarily secure, and I could do much better with like a static website generator, I think.
Yeah.
Or
Just
just
do just do it like me, man. Look at my new website. Look, go to my. It's static. I use something called Jekyll.
mm,
Hazalkabi.com.
yeah. And you
Have
got
you
like
seen that?
even blog support. Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
know what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah. That, yeah, yeah. Just it's perfect and it's fast. I'm still working on it, so
Yeah. I mean, if
yeah,
we there's enough communities out there like Reddit and YouTube and other things that you don't need like to come up with a forum, even though I appreciate that he did that, you know.
yeah, right. And also forums are not usually. I mean, they're not. I mean,
I agree. I know what you're saying. That it's not
m
really.
maybe Discord would be good for like
Yeah,
for
yeah,
these kind of
Discord.
things
Yeah,
now.
that's a good point. That's what we
Yeah,
were thinking too, is opening up the Discord. If you notice, there's a lot less channels now, but the
yeah.
permissions are
It's more organized. I saw the ranks and
I know. Vice Admiral, Rear Ad. You're the Rear Admiral.
yeah.
All right, so let's here, I'll send a link expires every 1 day by default. Whoop,
Oh my God!
never
This is
mind.
Discord on. What? This is Discord on Linux. This looks different. What
I think it's just
is
because
what?
the theme. I use the light theme.
Damn. No, not just that. I bet the font, the how Linux just does it. I think also there's something different about it. Hmm. You know what I mean? The scaling, the the font type, like whatever, like they call this, the display, like how
Maybe I don't.
Linux like renders like the text. I mean, there is a difference, of course. Like
Yeah,
it's yeah. What do you think of this new thing, the setting menu? It's fast to get out.
I like it. I like
Yeah,
the permissions interface. It's actually pretty useful. And I
yeah,
love that when you don't have saved changes, it shakes. That's brilliant.
yeah. Wait, what do you mean? How does that work? Show me, show me.
I'll show you. Join us. Interact. Join us.
Oh, also you could also do posts on the Twitch channel actually, right?
Can
Yeah,
you?
yeah. You could like post an update on the Twitch channel, like it's a channel feed or something. So you could do that instead of streaming there. Like if you don't want to stream today there, just do that, and you'll see people coming in from there. I guess.
Oh, I want to show you something also. I made the logo a different color. Nice maroon color. I love it.
But is that the YouTube logo, the current one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
You can only change the capitalization of it. Oh, okay. Edit. Can you edit your username?
Yeah, yeah, you
Perfect.
could.
And we'll update your.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna change it to Redcrane Studio. Enter your password to confirm your update.
Hopefully this doesn't break links and bookmarks and everything. And do.
Yeah.
Wait,
If
wait,
it
wait,
keeps subscribers, I'm happy.
wait. Oh my God, you should have waited. You should have just done Red Crane, I guess, or something. But it depends. What do we have for Twitter now? Oh, let me actually
Nope.
tweets.
Username is not available. Just Redcrane is not.
I'll be back. Just a
Okay.
moment.
Hmm. What? The username already exists. What nonsense is that? Do I own this? Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, it already worked. That's useful. Yep. Twitch. Yep. Cool. Thank you, Azah. Nice. There we go. I love it. Okay. Looking good. Wonder if I can make this subreddit. All right, that's okay. We won't worry about that for now. So, all right. Back to programming. So we're gonna have render text here.
I'm back.
Hi. Nice. Looks good. I see you. You got my tweet.
Yeah.
I can't speak.
I changed the name also. Like I saw, like there's like a change of the branding. Redcrane is one word. Actually, so I
Yes.
changed that. Uh,
Yes, I wanted to do that so I think it'll be easier to trademark in the future.
yeah. If you could give me the logo, the new logo, so I could update that too as well.
Sure. I think
Also,
yeah.
also another thing also, there's this birthday feature on Twitter, so we could add the first, like when Redcrane was launched, Redcrane Studio was launched, so we could add
Oh.
that, and this would be like a good thing, at least I guess, to like to get some sense of history, right? It's
Yeah.
important.
Um, what I want to do is I noticed on you notice on the blue logo, it's got like shading on it. You think we should do that shading? I can probably recreate it on the new one.
Hmm. The blue logo. Let me see. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, I see that. I see that. Yeah, yeah, like kind of like like the shadows, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I think
Let me see if I can do that.
it depends. It depends. Like whatever you said, you want something flat or something like this.
Yeah. Because I like this logo for social media and GitHub.
Mm.
The blue one.
Mm.
But I bet if
Okay.
we make the color like I made it like this, you see? So okay, so I got that in Inkscape. So let's see. So it goes up. Shouldn't be too hard.
Windows 10 right now, you could download like instances of I guess apps in a container that are just um, like a virtual instance of different distros of Linux. So you could run like Fedora, you could run Ubuntu all at the same time while running Windows. You run them as like a Windows Store apps,
Oh wow. Because the
but
whole thing with Windows and
yeah, like
Linux and Windows, that whole thing that was going on.
the the Windows, yeah, the what do they call them? The Windows WSL or something. Windows subsystem for
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
no, Windows Windows sub. I can't remember sub something for Linux or something. Yeah, let me check. Yeah, Windows subsystem for Linux. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Gotta be exact. Let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna be a bit silent because I'm eating.
Okay. I'm really close to just saying forget about it. Oh yeah, this kind of
Focus, Luke.
I'm trying. I'm trying. All right. It'll do. It'll do. Okay. And then one up here.
I'm gonna get back. I'll leave now and get back. We
Okay.
gonna stream for a while.
I think so, yeah. I'll be around
Okay.
for a little bit.
Okay. Get back.
Nice of you to drop in.
Yeah. I'll get back. Be right back.
Okay. Bye. This is so unnecessary. Yet here I am. Okay, we're back. Yeah. So we could probably use the font manager to load the same font file, but at a different size. So my guess is that when you search, oh, that's interesting, use an atlas. What is this actually? Caches fonts. Default glyphs to be loaded when loading a new font. So we create a new font manager. We load these fonts at a certain size. Font based on markup. Search for font file. So we could search for size. Except the only problem is we don't support font config. So we can't match, we can't use that function. We have to instead get from the file name. So get from description. So it says it matches the description. So this just won't work. Get from file name will. So we pass the atlas, we pass the size, and then we give it the file name. Texture font load glyphs. And then we load what? What's our cache? You know what? I'm just gonna look at it in here because it's a little easy to view. So okay, so font manager. So this is gonna work, but this will. So new from file, push back the font, and then texture font load the glyph. So what does texture font do? Structure that holds a kerning value relative to you. So okay, no. So describes glyph. Texture font structure. So it contains glyphs and atlas. So we say load glyphs. So what glyphs? Load glyphs. Code point. Request the loading of a given glyph. Number of misglyph. So we load a bunch of these at the same time. So what is cache? Default glyphs when loading a new font. So what does that initialize to? Self cache string dupe. So okay, so it just loads some glyphs when you load the thing. So I get why that's useful, but it's not all that helpful in its current form because we need to load the specific glyphs. So we need to have a predefined list of allowed glyphs, I suppose. Or we could just do it the way we currently are doing it, which is make a new text buffer, make our text, now I think this can be used to add, like we could do that, and then we could probably do something like this. So I could change the markup, and then what's point? Oh, that's the pen position. It probably changes the pen position, so that shouldn't be a problem. And then our markup. What? What's current and previous? That's strange. Well, if we go to text buffer, add char, character to be added, previous character, if any. Oh, that's useful. Yeah, our previous character was hello sailor, so it's an R. But our current character is going to be a exclamation point, I guess. And this should be red. There we go. Okay, so now we got the blue exclamation mark. Cool. So we can add different text, and I believe it stores it as separate. Like it adds the indices separately. So this is the text buffer itself is a very efficient structure, I think. The only problem is where we have font and size, this stuff doesn't matter. So let's look at size, or rather, let's look at the markup. Houston, we've got a problem. Okay, so let's look for size here. You see, it's never used, only fonts used when it's time to look here. So I'd like to see when this is used, if at all. So let's go back to our markup. Let's figure out where it's declared. Does that work? Yes, it does. Size here. So what is this? Font size. I want to find usages here. Might have found the one usage in my code. Oh, okay, so get for markup. Oh, so it uses the markup there. So that's it. So literally it's not something that can be set. So let's just forget about it because it's really not what we're looking for here. And we want to change this font size to something reasonable, say 42. And I want it to be a good like chat, anything really. And then I want to position this on the bottom of the screen. Yeah. So now once we get this to work, the next step is to make it useful from Lua interface. And then we can package a font with our mod, you know, and then that's where those assets will go. So this should support that. And then we want to connect it with the code we already wrote a while ago, which should be in fact, where would it be? It basically had to do with handling text in the screen as a message. And I ended up really boiling it down to its core. Yep, time text. Here we go. So what it does is well, actually, you know what we can do? We can look at the tests. So we have hello world, and then we can, you know, time ticks, and it eventually goes away as lines. So we're going to receive full text, and we should be able to do that. So let's support this by, well, first all right, we have a lot of files here we got to do. So there's a lot going on here. On version files, wow. What's going on here? Oh, wow, yeah, there's a lot of files. Okay, let's go into our terminal. If you like what you see, subscribe, share with your friends. Okay. So let's go in the terminal. All right, we got a lot of files here. So we want to add everything related to text rendering. So yes, we do need that. Oh, that's a free all right. All right, we're gonna say draw use our OpenGL free type. There we go. Good. So yeah, so we require free type again, although this should really be in the freetype-gl one. So I don't know if I want to keep it like that, but actually it might already be in there in that CMake. So it looks like free type required. Okay, so we don't actually even need that, so we can leave this. No, I'm just gonna do a reset. Very dangerous command. Okay, we're out of there. So we do need that. We don't need that really because it already should work. We don't need that. So that's loading a font. We'll keep that there. We don't need that. That's unrelated. We need that. Oh, that's unrelated. We need to fix that first. Text render, we need that. That's unrelated. That's unrelated. Although that is very important. Without this, since the background and the text are rendered at the same depth with less, which is what the previous setting was, it was failing the depth test, so it would just show the background if there was a background. It's very bad. So yes, we do want to include the text module. We do want these functions. So that looks good, except for we want source crap text. We want source graphics extra text render. And we want source Lua text dot Lua. And now we should have everything. Oh, we need assets shader text. And now everything else should really be I mean, we do, yes, we do need that. We do need that. Okay. We'll add this, but I don't know if I need that. So let's remove this and see if it compiles. Come on. There we go. So it's going to have to redo CMake here, but it should still compile. Nope, undefined references. So it must be that free type is not. So you know what we're going to do is we're going to add the library, but we're going to add library. No, target link libraries, and we're gonna link this publicly to free type. Oof, I forget what that was, what the library was even called. Free type library release. All right, so that now should work and do what is expected, which is link by dependency, basically. What's going on? Oh, let's just run that. So look at that. It works. Now, I believe we can, oh, we want that. And also I see some no new lines, so let's add a new line. And then there was another one, there was the f text vs. We need a new line. Whoops. fs. Oh, we already have one. We need that. Need that. All right, looks good. So now let's do this before we forget. So we wanted to remember that this texture format is sized and doesn't work in all cases. So we want to just replace that in favor of red, unsized, and works everywhere. Was that GLR8 was being passed as the data format in GL text subtext text subimage 2D, which was, you know, creating an error, causing the upload to fail. And now we can't forget to reorder these when we're done. So use equal less than or equal depth testing. Font rendering takes advantage of a 0 depth. So without this, we get strange results. So we're gonna now rebase. We're gonna auto stash. We're gonna do this interactively. Couple commits. We just do 5. Now what I want to do is I want to reword this, and I want to also move it up and move that up. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to reword this. Font rendering takes advantage of a 0 for all elements, visual elements. Oh, we got to fix that. Oh, that doesn't work. 0 depth. 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 0 We want to reword that. Oh, yes, we do. What is going on? There we go. Okay, now we can pretty much check out that. So we're going to commit this, add comment to mouse code that hides and captures the mouse. Now I don't believe this stuff is necessary. CodeGen is something I'm working on. CMake build debug is CLI and stuff. So let's actually add that. We're just going to echo that to the ignore list. Except I can do better than that. I'll put a comment. What the hell? Okay. Let's see, make build files. Looking good. Okay, let's push this. And look at our awesome commits online. You know what? I should post a link to the source code. Okay. Yeah, let's put a link here in the YouTube. It's so weird to me that it just saves automatically. Okay. So now the next step is really just to get a good interface from Lua so that we can make this text work and have things pop up on the bottom of the screen very nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of all these files and I'm going to go into our text module here. Now this is what defines the interface. So right now we just have a draw which draws right away. So that's why it's called that. But what we're going to do is we're going to have a few functions to queue on the, we're just going to have a text queue. We're going to have maybe a message queue and a chat queue. And they can use different fonts, different colors, different markup. So why don't we have, I mean, it seems stupid to have an init function. It should just be initialized on the fly. I really don't see a reason why you have to initialize it. So let's just have, let's look at our interface for our text stream. Our text stream is right here, time text, I'm sorry. So we can push lines, we could subscribe to new changes, and we can look at the full text. So again, this is a stream. We have a timeout. Right now we only support one timeout for all text. Okay. We're dealing with an ad hoc circular buffer. What is this? On text, on remote. Okay, this is just the observer. This is a segment of text with accumulated time. I forget how this works. For each observer? What is this? Oh, for each thing. Oh, this is bad. I should probably know this. Record the segment. Okay. Push the line, mark a new segment, add the text, record this. Okay, so we have it, we segment it, and then we look at the accumulated time, and when we hit that timeout, we say it's lived long enough. Now the issue, I guess, is keeping track of time. So for example, if I should add a, if I add text, so okay, let's go into GIMP. No, let's go into Krita. I can show off my smooth hand motions using only a mouse. I just pulled up my sleeves, by the way. Okay, so what am I doing? Okay. Good. Looks good. All right. So if we have text, we have hello, hello world. There's our text. Is that a backslash? I never can tell. Okay. There's our text. So this is started at time equals 0. Okay, so time equals 0. And then let's say half a second goes by. So now at this point, time equals 0.5. And now we decide to add another text, and the timeout needs to be 1.5. Well, I guess that's the problem with all of this, really, is that it's always going to be based on only where it was previously. So after 0.3 seconds, so okay, so we say the time has half a second. And then we go after that. I mean, we could just simply store, you know what? Let's not worry about it. Let's set the timeout, and this is going to create a new, I guess this will be our initialize function. So maybe it would be better to just hold an instance to it. All right, fine. Make timed text stream. We're gonna have a timeout. And ffi.c, redc, time text stream new timeout. And now that's gonna return some, probably a, what do you call it, a peer pointer. Now we just need to add some data to this. So instead, let's have a pointer equals, how did we do this before? We were able to do this with scenes, for example. So we had a blank table and then we set the pointer. Okay, that's easy enough. So we're gonna do stream. We're gonna make it equal to a new table. We're gonna set a pointer. And now we're gonna have functions on that stream. So these are gonna uh, let's just say push text. That's easy enough, right? Push string. So this is going to be our text, but we have to use our pointer. So we're going to do self pointer. Easy. Except we're not going to trail an underscore. We're going to lead an underscore. Okay. So make time text stream, and then we add this function. And really, that's all it supports. I mean, and then we should be able to step it with time. The tricky part is getting that delta t. The thing is, I think this is actually already built in, to be quite honest. Somewhere here. Events? No. Current time. So we look at current time, we figure out the delta time. That's honestly not that hard. And since this isn't any graphical or physics related things, we usually don't have to worry much more than that. But I don't really like that there's so much boilerplate in the Lua, so in the mod code, because really this is a simple thing. There's only one way you're going to be using it. I mean, you might need to slow down time, but I'd like to just have it run automatically. So we can actually probably solve this in Lua. Just something that occurs to me now is with, I guess like these timers, for example, they could automatically call step with the last. Okay, so let's make a new here thing, like just call it timekeeper. Make timekeeper. And what it's going to do is going to I don't know, just add thing. And then we're going to have a list of things here. I don't know how to do lists in to table list. I know it has to be a table in Lua. Table.insert a, let's see, insert found in the insert foo bar. Oh, easy enough. Table.insert into table thing. Okay, so now we have a list of things, and now we can step. We do table, our Redcrane. We could just do engine or RC. Actually, that works. And now it's just a matter of for each thing, iterate over list Lua. Names in 1.3. Nope. 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 Honestly, that's good. All right. For I in 1 things. We could probably use it as a list. Let's do that. Let's be a hack. And this is an in, this is do. And then what do we do? Ooh, that's useful for I pairs. I name in pairs. Oh, but does this do what we think it does? All right, I'm not taking the risk. So now for everything, we just we could just do why is this not prev time? It will set that equal to null. Or what is it in Lua? Nil. There we go. And what we want to do is we want to say, okay, so if the table previous time is equal to nil, well then we need to create the previous time. Or rather, the previous time is the current time. So let's just do that now. So we'll say current time is equal to RC, but except RC. Oh, you know what we can do? Oh, this doesn't work. This is self. Self. So it's equal to current time. That's easy enough. So I don't know actually why we can't just do this. I don't think we need this. Okay. So then we just find the delta time. So that's easy enough. Current time minus previous time. And then once we're done, we just set the previous time equal to the current time. But for now, we want to just do this is thing. So we just do thing step dt. And then that'll be that. And then we can have this call a timeout, but we won't do that. Doesn't make any sense, really. I mean, I guess it sort of does. How does this even work? How does this function? It must have a set function. A step function, I mean. Oh, here we go. Self timers. And I believe so we make our timer, we insert it into here. Check timers, yep. So we kind of cheat a little bit. But we're not going to cheat here. We're just going to have a make timekeeper. So now all the client has to do, which is a little contrived, granted, but I don't know. See what it gets us, I guess. Might be worse off than we started, but I'm convinced it will eventually help because so many things are time-based like that. Ooh, did we have 3 viewers at some point? Very nice. Then we're down to 1 again. Okay. Okay, I'll be ready in a minute. Okay, so we need to go to our mildly cold mod because that's the one we're using for the moment. We want to initialize a timekeeper. Want to make our timekeeper, and we also want to make a, what did I say? A stream. Say message stream. rc.text. make time text stream. You know what? We could just honestly call this text stream because it's obvious that things are being streamed. That the amount of time that something is relevant after it's been streamed, you know. Okay. Make text stream. We get a message stream back, and now what we want to do is we want to have a step function, of course. dt, and then at the end of this, of course, we want to return the stream. Text stream step dt. Easy peasy. That's about it. And now what we can do is we can just go right ahead and add the message stream. And then we can go right down here. And we can just set RC equal to self, because that's what it is. And then this all should work. And it's just a matter of stepping this guy. Which we can do right here. Except when will this render? Granted, well, okay, let's try just drawing the text. Okay, well, let's, all right. Step. So that's that. Now we need to draw the scene. So this is one thing. This is now this is draw the HUD. And now this is something else. So this would be useful as if we went to the messages stream and we got full text. That would be useful. And then this should just work. It won't be positioned correctly, but we can figure that out later. So then we just need to add one more function. Stream full text. And it's going to return redc text stream full text self.pointer. Easy peasy. Except we need to figure out how to return strings from legit. Semantics string. So we want to figure out conversion from C types to Lua types. So pointer with another pointer, but we want so what if we have a variable argument? Achoo! Thank you. Creates an interned from the data point to by pointer. Okay, so we just need to make a string out of it, so that's easy enough. We do FFI string. So we'll be able to return the data because it'll be actually stored by the string in like C++ memory. So we don't really have to worry about, but this will make a copy. Okay, so I'll be back later and then we'll implement all these functions and actually see it work. But for now, I will be cutting the stream. All right. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, share, have fun, join the Discord, explode source code, all in the description. All right, thank you.